Welcome back. I'm Shane and this is my wife.
Shanice.
And we are really excited for the install of our CVT soft shell tent.
Yes.
We opened it not too long ago and it was just really exciting to see it. It's even more exciting when something gets put onto the truck build. And I just want to drop a small note right now about this build. Although our channel right now has been primarily focused on unboxing and installing of certain items on the truck, our channel is not exclusively about a truck build. In fact, that's just a small part of what the channel is about. It just happens to be what we're revealing at this time. The channel is about more than that. It's about our core values.
Which is to love, share, and invite. From our first video, we've shared what we intend to share with our videos, and loving, sharing, and inviting is our core and our foundation. We will be sharing in the future our experiences. This is just the beginning of that.
It really is. There's going to be a conversation, ongoing conversation about our experiences. There's going to be a lot of things we learned, but then the places we go, from national parks and national forests and just so much more to DyerFamOverland than just this truck build. And we just wanted to kind of
clarify
that in, just in case you're joining us now and hadn't seen any previous videos.
Yeah. So go back to our first video, see the introduction.
After you watch this install. It really does take several people, at least two, I would say 3 or 4 guys, to put the tent on top. It's up there on top now. I just have to ratchet it down. CVT was so kind to give a ratchet wrench, which is really nice for reaching underneath this platform and tightening up these bolts. I was having a hard time reaching in on the front to ratchet the bolts that are up there because of how low the platform is, so I made a little something, some zip ties, to extend my wrench. The tent is offset from the middle of the truck towards the driver's side, and that's so that if the annexes added to it, if I want to use it, it's not up against the truck with the contour of the truck. It sticks out just a little ways. It's perfectly fine to have it set to one side, especially on bigger vehicles. The roof rack is, I think, rated for at least 500 pounds dynamic weight rating, which means when we're moving, we can put 500 pounds up there on that rack and we're just fine. Static weight is much higher, and so when we're sleeping in everything, we're not moving, it's still all good. Several hundred pounds beyond the 500 pound dynamic weight rating. When that canopy is on, the tent will be over the bed of the truck and not over the cab, so we can make room for those accessories that I want over the cab. It looks good, feels good, I've already crawled up, and it is wonderful. Just had a great night's sleep in the CVT tent. Kids are still up there sleeping. They are out. They were up pretty late playing games with us. So I just want to talk about a couple things that I really like about this tent and how it's different from the previous tent that I had. One major difference is the way that it closes up. This one has an elastic band that goes all the way around the tent instead of a cover that goes over the top of the entire thing. So the aluminum top is exposed still even when it's closed up, and that allows for a rack for additional mounting accessories. Now once it's open, there are some other notable differences from the last tent. The windows are one big difference. These are rounded windows on the side, and the other one had rectangular or square windows, and I really like this. I woke up this morning, I looked out, and it was really easy to see. The last one, the vantage point was lower, and so this one's higher, and I can see the horizon much better from these windows, and I really like that. Also, the poles, they have at the bottom a little notched triangle in it, and that allows for moisture to run down and then drip off of that little triangle elbow at the bottom instead of running into the tent. And so that's a nice little detail upgrade. Another detail that I really like on the inside of the tent is the light bar. There's a little USB light bar along the top, and it is bright, and it just really fills the space really nicely. We were able to play Uno last night, and our little boy won his first ever Uno game. The mattress as well is, I think it's a high density foam that's really high density. It's pretty hard. I like firm mattresses, but it's pretty firm. That's just something to consider if you're gonna ever be staying in one of these rooftop tents. These newer hybrids have pretty firm mattresses. Maybe it'll be a little different when we get the anti-condensation mat put underneath it, which is not very thick, probably ½ an inch. Some other differences are on the Annex, which has bigger screen doors on it, and the previous tent had a little bit smaller, I believe. These are really nice, and they're on all 4 sides. So even on the cab side, there's the same door with 2 layers, the screen and the actual canvas that is covering it. So all 4 sides we can make it so it's all screened. Lots of light goes in there, lots of air goes in there, which is a good thing with these canvases, because if they're in the sun a little bit, they warm up quite a bit. There's also a front window on the very front of the extended fly of the tent, and that makes it so there's viewing from all sides of the tent with more 360 experience, and that is something the previous tent did not have. We're really glad it has that little front window up top. Our practice night is in the books, and we're ready for some more adventure.
This installation was best by far because we actually got to camp in it, and Branson won his first Uno game in it too. So
yeah, and it's really a glimpse of all that we look forward to do. And I mean, just at night, and it was fun just here at the house.
Yeah.
So we know it's gonna be fun out in the field and on our adventures.
We look forward to our journeys to come. Stay with us.
We've got many more unboxes and many more installs every Tuesday, Thursday. Stay tuned.
See ya.
Bye.